Today we are discussing about another type of antigen-antibody interaction, that is immunofluorescence technique. Already we discussed about the precipitation reactions. In precipitation occurs in liquids and precipitation also occurs in gels. In gels the technique is called as the immunodiffusion technique. And the next one is the immunofluorescence technique. What is immunofluorescence? What is called as fluorescence? Fluorescence means it absorbs the light of one particular wavelength and emits the light at longer wavelength, and that property is called as fluorescence. Fluorescence, phosphorescence we knew in the chemistry. Fluorescence means it is the property of absorbing light at particular wavelength and emitting rays with different wavelength. And here this fluorescence property is applied to the immune detection, hence it is called as the immunofluorescence technique. Immunofluorescence and antigen-antibody interactions is detected by fluorescence phenomena, hence this phenomena is called as a fluorescence technique. Fluorescence means absorbing the light at particular wavelength and emits the wavelength at different wavelength, and that property is called as the fluorescence. And here the most commonly used fluorescence dyes are fluorescein and rhodamine. These two dyes are mainly used as the fluorescent dyes for the detection of antigen-antibody interaction. And here the fluorescein, it absorbs the blue light at 400 nanometer and emits yellow-green fluorescence at 517 nanometers. Fluorescein absorbs blue light at 400 nanometers and emits yellow-green light at 517 nanometer. And the next dye is the rhodamine. And rhodamine, it absorbs the yellow-green-orange light at 515 nanometer and emits the light of deep red color, and that is at the wavelength of 548 nanometers. And these two dyes are mainly used for the detection of antigen-antibody interactions, and these fluorescent dyes are mainly used for detection of antibody. And next, after the emitted light, here these dyes are absorbing the light and emitting the light, and this emitted light, it is absorbed by fluorescent microscope. What is immunofluorescence technique? It is a technique for the visualization of specific antigen by binding with a specific antibody that is conjugated with a fluorescent dye. Here fluorescein and rhodamine are mainly used as the dyes that are conjugated to antibody. These are mainly used for the visualization of specific antigen. Labeling and the antibody is labeled with a fluorescent dye. The dyes are of fluorescein and rhodamine, and these antibody labeled with fluorescent dye is used for the detection of antigen, and that phenomenon is called as a immunofluorescence technique. And this immunofluorescence technique, here antibodies are labeled with the fluorescent dyes, and these are absorbed under the fluorescent microscope. And next, and these immunofluorescence, it is mainly of three types, and the first one is a direct immunofluorescence and indirect immunofluorescence, and another technique is the sandwich method. And in this first one, direct immunofluorescence, direct గా మనకి ఫ్లోరెసెన్స్ ఫినామినన్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి దట్ టెక్నిక్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎ డైరెక్ట్ ఇమ్యూనోఫ్లోరెసెన్స్ అంటున్నాం. ఏంటి, just antigens are detected by using the fluorescent antibodies, and that is a direct immunofluorescence. Whereas in indirect immunofluorescence, secondary antibody labeled with fluorochromes are used to recognize a primary antibody. Direct immunofluorescence lo just one antibody, only primary antibodies that are labeled with fluorescent dyes use chestam. Whereas in indirect immunofluorescence lo ఒకటి primary antibody and another one is a secondary antibody. Two antibodies ఉంటాయి, two antibodies. One is a primary antibody and another one is a secondary antibody that is labeled with the fluorochrome dyes. That technique is called as the indirect immunofluorescence. And in this first coming to the direct immunofluorescence. What we discussed in this direct immunofluorescence uses only a single antibody that is linked to the fluorophore or fluorochrome or equal. Here the antibody recognizes the target molecule. Target molecule means here antigen and binds to it. And with this fluorescence, it is detected by a microscope. And that technique is the direct immunofluorescence. Direct immunofluorescence అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? Here direct immunofluorescence లో ఏంటి? డైరెక్ట్ ఏం యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం? ఏదైతే టిష్యూ సెక్షన్ చూస్తున్నామో, టిష్యూ సెక్షన్ మీన్స్ ఫారెన్ యాంటీజెన్ అన్నమాట. And the antigen molecule that containing the tissue that containing the antigen, and that is detected by the fluorochrome labeled antibody, and this was observed by fluorescent microscope, and this is mainly used to detect rabies antigens. Rabies antigens మన బ్రెయిన్లో ఎలా అటాక్ అయ్యాయని తెలుసుకోవడానికి this immunofluorescence technique is mainly used. That is the direct immunofluorescence technique. And the next coming to the indirect immunofluorescence. In this technique, in indirect immunofluorescence, it uses two antibodies. One is the unlabeled antibody and another one is the labeled fluorochrome labeled secondary antibody. First one is the primary antibody and the second one is the secondary antibody that is labeled with the fluorochrome. And these two antibodies are used in indirect immunofluorescence technique. And what happens in indirect fluorescence technique? Indirect fluorescence technique, here first the antigens or first these are the antigens, that means these are the tissue sections, and to these sections and these primary antibodies are applied. Next ఏమవుతుంది? ప్రైమరీ యాంటీబాడీస్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? యాంటీబాడీ యాంటీజెన్ ఇంటరాక్షన్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది, అవునా? అండ్ దట్ రియాక్షన్ ఈజ్ దిస్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ the labeled antibodies, that are the secondary antibodies with fluorescent dyes, is applied on tissues, and these are specific for unlabeled antibody and then bind with the already linked antibodies. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది చూడండి, these are the tissue sections that containing the antigen, then we are applying the primary antibodies, and these primary antibodies apply chesam, then the reaction occur in between the primary antibody and antigen. Next time apply chesam fluorescent labeled antibodies are adding, and these fluorescent labeled antibodies they conjugate with the primary antibodies, then they shows the fluorescence, and this was observed by microscope, and this phenomenon is called as the indirect fluorescence. This is the నార్మల్. మనకి ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ యాంటీజెన్ యూస్ చేసాం. నెక్స్ట్ ఏం వస్తుంది? అన్లేబుల్డ్ యాంటీబాడీ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లోరోగ్లోబుల్ లేబుల్డ్ యాంటీబాడీస్, అండ్ దిస్ ఆర్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ బై ఫ్లోరెసెంట్ మైక్రోస్కోప్, అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద టెక్నిక్ మెయిన్లీ యూస్డ్ ఫర్ ద ఇండైరెక్ట్ immunofluorescence technique. And the next technique is the sandwich technique. Sandwich technique అంటే శాండ్విచింగ్ అంటాం. శాండ్విచింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? And in between two layers another layer is present, that is the sandwiching method. Here first the lymphocytes or fixed in ethanol. In sandwich method, lymphocytes are fixed in ethanol. Lymphocytes means the cells that are producing the antibodies and the lymphocytes are the cells that are producing antibodies. Next one, lymphocytes are fixed in ethanol, and these fixed cells are treated with the polysaccharide antigen of pneumococcus. So note subject is sandwich method. Sandwich method first in this one lymphocytes are fixed in ethanol. Then to this polysaccharide antigen of pneumococcus are added. Next the antigen acts as already antibody. Then the reaction occurs in between the antibody and antigen. And next, create the first normal antibodies, lymphocytes producing the antibodies. Then with the antigen, pneumococcus antigen. And next one is then these two the antigen antibody reaction. Next we are adding the fluorescent labeled antibodies, and these fluorescent labeled antibodies they attach to the polysaccharide antigen. First lymphocytes are producing the antibodies and that are linked to the antigen of pneumococcus, and these are then again linked to the antibody fluorescent labeled antibodies. That means here antigen is sandwiching in between two antibodies. One is the lymphocyte producing antibodies and another one is a fluorescent labeled antibodies. Here the antigen is sandwiching in between two antibodies. Hence this test is called as a sandwich method. And this method is mainly used to test the number of cells producing antibodies for specific antigens. Specific antigens again is to how many antibodies are producing or detected by using this. This is the immunofluorescence technique that contains indirect, direct and sandwich methods. That is the immunofluorescence technique.